Wait, you're so cute. What? You're like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I appreciate that. I consider that
Bill
a real
Nye the
compliment, I must tell
Science
you.
Guy. Bill.
Love it. I think he set the precedent, you know, I think he set the precedent. I don't know that anyone has quite matched him, his ability to sort of communicate
Why am I in
science.
love?
I mean,
Who are you? Thank you, Tron.
who am I? Such a complicated question, you know. Where do you start? Where do I start? Where should I start? Do you want me to start any place, or should I just start anywhere?
Why are you like this?
I don't know.
Why are you
Should I
like
go away?
this?
You ready?
This is so
Only
cute.
hands.
You're actually going to make me cum. That's so fucking cute.
Thanks.
Can you?
I like your setup as well. I feel like if I did this, but in a bed, it would be like grade A, like banger content.
Like, literally.
Potentially, or not. You know, beds are also for sleeping, dreaming. You know,
I'm dreaming about your
they're
bed.
complicated.
I love you. You have good eyebrows.
Thanks.
How old
I
are you?
appreciate that. How old am I? I'm 30.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's all fine.
Yep.
It's all fun and games.
I mean, to be honest with you, I find the age thing is sort of.
Can you do this for me?
It's a little arb.
Like this way? This way?
I can.
But like this.
I can't quite see it.
Yeah.
The stream is kind of like blowing a little bit. So I can't quite tell what you're doing. Like that?
It's blowing? No, tuck the finger in.
It's so bright, I can't actually tell what you're doing with your hands.
Oh, can
Maybe
you
just
see?
on my
Can you
end.
see me in the watch screen?
I can see you. It's just you're holding your hand in a really bright spot, and it's sort of just.
Oh, how about like
you're
this?
so small. You're so small. It's hard for me to actually tell what you're doing.
What, like this?
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, good. That's from Star Trek.
Wait, not this.
No, this.
Is that also from Star Trek?
Yes.
I don't know much about Star Trek.
It's okay.
I don't personally believe in the Star Wars Star Trek dichotomy. I think it's a load of crap. I also think J.J. Abrams kind of came in and kind of ruined that because he directed both. You know.
Yeah. What a dick.
I'm not like him. He's too much lens flare. You know, I'm definitely on camp like too much horizontal lens flare. Your battery's gonna die. Well, we're all gonna die eventually.
No, your battery, like your laptop.
Oh, if my battery dies, I'll just have to return to planet Earth. It's not a big deal.
Don't return. I love you.
You want me
like
to stay
this.
out here? It might be hard. I think at some point I might have to return because I'm not gonna. Unfortunately, separate laptop kind of situation. You know, when it dies, it dies. I think it's a metaphor for life, really. I think I'm just gonna let it die. You'll see me for who I really am.
I don't want to.
For what?
I like you like this.
Isn't that always how it is in relationships? It's like you see the kind of person you want to see. It's like we're sort of seeing through the kind of green screen of sort of the mystery of relationships, you know? And then eventually everything comes into the forefront eventually. So I think in a sense we'll have a very like accelerated relationship experience potentially here.
I like the way you think.
Thanks.
Do you want an ERP? ERP?
ERP?
Yeah.
You'll have to tell me what that is.
Erotic roleplay.
Oh, I could do that, sure.
Yeah? Okay.
I mean, I'm open to it. I'm one of these people who tends to kind of lean very strongly towards sort of like this breaking the fourth wall. You know, like I'm not the most theatrical son of a gun.
Oh, it's okay. Me too. I love the fourth wall, but mine's already broken.
Yeah, I installed a fifth wall, and now things have gotten kind of problematic. It's like I've got a sort of pentagonal apartment. It's hard to like find any. It's hard to find a place to put a bookshelf, you know, because no matter where I put it, it kind of sticks out in a weird way. I need like a fern or something.
Yeah, because like then you accidentally touch people in the third dimension, right?
I like touching people in all dimensions.
Wow. When was the last time you got touched or touched someone?
Not long ago, in the chat to some degree, and in the Discord server. Shout out to my people out there. Shout out to the people who I was chatting with in the Discord. Mostly cool people, except for a couple of people who were very rude, if you ask
Yeah.
me.
What did they say to you?
Oh, nothing. It wasn't me. They were just very cruel and very sort of, I guess the term would be debate lord-ish.
Who?
But fortunately, I don't want to.
No,
give
give me
names,
the name.
you know.
Give me the name.
I don't even remember. They're out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. We don't need to dig up.
Was
that
it
energy.
Jaw?
Jaw?
Was it Jamillionaire? Was it Gooner?
No, I remember that guy from this. I saw the stream where he was on it. That I like that guy.
You liked him?
He's amusing. You know, the guy's quick-witted. I respect that. Before my laptop dies, I think I want to do something. Is that okay? I want to give you my hand.
Okay.
We'll wait. We'll wait for that. Wait until I want to give you my hand. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Ready? Hold on.
Aww.
Are you impressed?
Are you like naked with like green painted all over you?
Depends how you define naked.
Is it big?
What?
Is it big?
Some things are big. Some things depends how you define big. You know, I mean, I think these days clout is what matters, right? It's like, does my dick have clout? I don't know. Not yet.
You got the clout?
I got some clout. You know, I don't need clout. Nobody's gonna. I've got my own clout. Self-imposed
Who are
clout.
you?
I don't know. I ask myself that, you know, when I see my therapist, you know, it's like, I just sit there and I'm like, who am I? And my therapist is like, take off that green screen suit.
Damn. Can we get a poll in chat? Do we want to see more of him? Do you want him to take his green suit off? Or do we want to rate and end him and never know what's below his head neck? Which
To
one?
be clear, I will abide by chat. What the chat desires, I will do. Arakiri, bring it on. I'm ready.
Poll, poll, poll. Poll, poll, poll. Poll, poll, poll.
How are you? How are you
Poll,
doing?
poll. I'm good.
How's your night going?
I really like you. Like, you're making me heartbeat. I'm not capping. I like you.
I appreciate that. I'm enjoying our conversation too. I'm you know, breaking the fourth wall a little bit here. I enjoy what you do. I think you're quite good at what you do. I think a lot of people in the Discord don't quite understand the ability you have to disarm people who are interviewing you.
I'm literally just a Twitch thought, you know.
Well, maybe that's good enough.
Do you let Twitch thoughts disarm you, Sean?
If I want, I mean, sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily believe in the whole, you know, God, so much in this Discord stuff, so much alpha, beta, sigma. It's like, come on.
Which one are you?
Sit on the beach, you know.
Sounds like a sigma thing to say.
I mean, I don't know.
You must be sigma.
Assuming sigma is defined as somebody who sort of just rejects the alpha beta, you know, duality, then I guess I would identify as that. But I mean, I don't think that's actually what it is. I think people think of the sigma as almost like a spiritual, like a sort of like, you know, the modern iteration of like a saint.
No, you're thinking of a shrigma.
I feel like shrigma, that sounds a little bit like that, you know, smegma.
No.
I never heard that word used until I was in, you know, since I was in high school. And then since watching the channel, I've heard like 4 people use that language. I hadn't heard that in so long, that word. It's so funny to me that I've heard it like several times in the last like week.
On this show or other shows?
Yeah. There was a guy on here a couple nights ago who was talking all about it. I hadn't heard that word in so long. It kind of made me grin and then kind of cringe like just a little, but mostly grin.
Yeah, it's like you want to strive to be sigma because you're an outcast of society, you know? It looks like you got extended, but I don't know if I'm ready to see you in your glorious form, you know what I mean?
Does extend mean I have to show the green screen suit? At some point, I guess I
guess it could be a later.
Or I could replace myself. Look at this. Are you ready for this? Woo! I am the ghost of William Shakespeare.
This is a certified cum zone.
Love it. That joke goes nowhere, but that's kind of the point in a way.
I love you.
I enjoy your laugh. You have a nice laugh.
I'm sorry.
No, too much apologizing. That's the other thing I've noticed. People in Discord, they all just apologize constantly.
You
know what I heard? Somebody told me? Anytime, what I forget who told. I don't know. It was my grandma. Maybe it was my grandma told me that anytime you think about saying sorry, say thank you instead. So it's like if you trip somebody,
I read that on Reddit.
by accident. Does that? I think a lot of stuff probably gets said on Reddit. I would guess. I'm admittedly not on Reddit.
You seem like a Redditor. You seem like a person that would have a lot of karma.
That's probably true, but I don't know about the Reddit part.
On Reddit.
I don't know what my. I talked to one guy who said I could never be a shaman because I've got too much karmic baggage. I wanted to be a shaman, but like it turns out it's not on the cards for me.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm also Spanish, so I got a lot of blood on. You know,
a lot of
you don't
blood
have to
on
go
your
far back in history. I've got like a lot of karmic
Colonize
debt to
me.
pay off. Mm.
Yes, senpai.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. What does that look like? What does colonizing look like to you?
Shoot your colony inside of me.
Okay.
What?
I can do that if you want. I'm assuming we're analogizing here for making some kind of comparison to sort of sperm. I don't want to do that though.
God,
I got a vasectomy. I got to be honest.
Why? You're only 30.
Long story. It's good. It makes things so much easier.
Do your like sperm just like chase its own tail or something? That's why?
I got boys on the rocks, as they say.
What does that mean?
If I ever want to conceive, just off the rocks, you know what I mean?
Wait, do you have like 5 children already, and that's why you're like, no more?
You know, I teach, and my students are my children. My students are my children. So I have many children. Many children.
That wasn't the right one. What do you teach?
I teach photography.
Oh!
You want to see? Hold on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. My dogs. That's all you gotta know. That's all you gotta know about photography.
What the fuck? Oh. Wait, I love you.
Should I say I love you too, or is that weird?
No, it's...
Because some people do that thing where they say like, you know, I love everyone, you know, but it's like, those are exactly the people who are gonna like cheat on you. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't want to tell me that you love me back because I'll think that you're gonna cheat on me?
No, I want to, but I hold the word.
You want to
close
cheat
the heart,
on me?
You know, I want to say things.
What?
Why do you want me to cheat on you?
What are you saying?
I've lost track of the conversation, to tell you the truth. I
So
feel
you're
like we're
gonna
sort
cheat
of
on me?
floating in a sort of. I mean, I don't know if you want me to. I'd be happy to.
You would be
If you
happy
don't want me
to?
to, I won't. I promise.
Cheat on
Pinky
me?
promise. Look at that. Key.
You...
Well, I can't. At least at current, I can't do that.
No, you gotta shake my hand like this. No, you're doing it wrong. What the fuck? What is that? Like this. Like this, you see? Like that.
I can barely do that, I must tell you. Okay. Is it ready?
Yeah. Why? Is that like not your actual hand?
No, it's my actual hand. I'm just not very flexible with it.
Really? Damn.
I'm not a magician. I'm not, unfortunately. I wish.
Damn. You're so weird. Why do you have that?
What, I have that? I feel like it's time to reveal. I feel like it's time to take off, come out of space. I feel like we've made it to that point. Oh, that's a big glass of water.
Oh, I'm ready.
I don't drink enough water.
I drink so much water. Did you know that human bodies need water to survive?
I did.
Mm.
I drink whiskey. That's what I drink.
Bet.
Oh, there it goes. Battery died. Okay, you ready? Are you ready?
Can you show me your nipples?
Coming back to plant. Possibly. Ready?
Yes. Aww. It literally is a suit. Oh wait, never
Correct.
mind.
Look at that. I even got a bib.
I thought that was like a bow tie.
That's what people in the Discord said.
Aww.
Shout out to the Discord people.
This is so cute. Why do you live in this?
Why do I live in this? Well, I mean, if I'm being totally brutally honest with you, I don't live in it. I live like over there.
But like, why do you go through such effort to cover yourself in slime, Nickelodeon slime?
The same reason, you know, tropical birds have weird colors on them and dance around. You know, it's just like it's a mechanism for outwardly projecting identity. You know, it's like my attempt to sort of like say to people, you know, hey, you know, something happening theoretically. I'm putting in some effort into life. I'm not just sitting in a chair.
Is it like literally
you know?
just for your like photography?
No, I teach online. I wasn't lying about that.
But it's for your photography?
Yeah, mostly.
Damn.
Why? Is it so weird? Is it so weird to have a to sit in a green box with a green spandex thing?
I feel like you would like take like a time-lapse pictures, like, you know, the still pictures of like, and then just make it into a video of like an animal decaying.
What gives you that impression? Anything in particular? Do you want to see a photograph? I have one right here. I can't see the chat. I was told I shouldn't look at chat.
Stop motion.
Oh.
Yeah. What's your Instagram?
I'll show you a photo. Same name as mine. Are you ready? Look at this. Look at this masterpiece. Look at this extraordinary masterpiece.
What's your vision in this? Like what were you thinking? Yeah. Like what was your process?
In this photograph?
Yeah.
This picture is called Throne Shrine. I think the idea is like, you know, normal a throne, you know, it's like, you know, that people call toilets thrones, but it's also like the symbol of authority, a king on his throne. But then a shrine is somewhere where you go to sort of like pray, set a candle or whatever, and it's someplace where you probably shouldn't sit and let alone shit. So I sort of like the kind of duality there, throne and shrine. Just thought it was amusing. I don't know.
Okay, so that's like the symbolism of it, but like
I'm
what
genius.
about the actual photography itself? Like what are the photographic elements that you incorporated in your artwork?
I incorporated a strong vignette. I cleaned the toilet in Photoshop very thoroughly. So, you know, if anyone out there, this is self-promo, if anyone needs their toilets cleaned via Photoshop, just give me a shout out. You guys know how to reach me now. I will make your Instagram toilet look spotless. I feel weird just holding this.
Please hold it.
Now.
Please
I'll hold it. I'm holding it right here.
Hold it up.
I'm holding it right here. Should I put it like this?
It's your throne. It's your throne shrine.
Oh crap. I cannot hear you.
Hi.
Or see you. Up.
I love my
Can you hear me?
internet. My internet is so
Can you hear me?
good.
Can you hear me?
It makes me so wet. If you sat on your artwork, your ball hair would be singed, and then it would smell like ball hair.
Should we test that theory?
You know how like burnt hair smells really bad?
I agree.
Yeah, so like
I mean, you know, you ever do that thing where you spray Axe? I remember when I was in middle school, spray Axe body spray on the hand, light it on fire. You know, it's the first time I ever smelt that burnt hair. I can sit on my artwork though. This is a dud print, I must tell you.
That's a what?
I can sit on it. I'm desperate. I'm desperate to do what the chat wants. Please tell me, what does the chat want me to do?
What does the chat want
I'll
him
do
to
anything.
do? When did you lose your
put stuff on my
virginity? How
floor,
old
too.
were you when you lost your virginity?
Let me think about that. How old was I? God, later than I had hoped, I guess. Like
Aw.
maybe 20, something like that.
Oh, actually, that's pretty young.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I think 20 maybe.
20. How was it?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
How was it?
I didn't have the language to articulate whether or not it was good or bad at the time. So at the time, it just sort of happened. I must be honest with you. In retrospect, I think it was, it was okay. It was nice.
Mm-hmm. Did you use a condom?
You know. Yes.
That's good.
Yes, I did. It was one of those ones with the bumps. You know.
Ridged. I hate those. Ribbed for
No,
your...
not ridged, not ridged. It had bumps. It looked like it was
Like a zombie
like
dick?
you've got, yeah, like chicken pox dick or whatever.
Ew! I watched a hentai
Yeah.
like that.
Was somebody with chicken pox on his dick?
No, it was High School of the Dead, and then, well, let's just say she really enjoyed her time with the zombies. It was actually
That's
the
good.
color green.
I actually think that's a really great contrast, in the zombie genre, the notion that somebody really can enjoy their time with a zombie. It seems like that's very, very counterintuitive to the genre, so I actually think that's sort of a bold step. I respect that film.
Yes.
I wish I had a pillow like that. I need some arch support. In order to maximize my sort of compositional integrity, I'm leaning forward. If I sit up,
I
goes
think
like
you're
that.
really
It's no
hot.
good.
What do you...
Thank you.
Do you work out ever?
I do.
You do? How are your
Huh?
muscles?
I climb.
Oh, you
Do rock
climb?
climbing. Uh-huh.
Oh, I love that. What do you climb?
I mostly boulder.
Wait, what grade?
I'm kind of brushing into V6.
Oh, you're a good climber.
I'm okay. I appreciate you saying that. I'm okay. I try. The pandemic
long have
really took
you-
a big hit. So I've been,
Yeah, same. How long have you been climbing?
well, minus the pandemic. If you subtract that time, what? Should I flex? I can flex on the haters.
Yes.
Should I flex
Wait,
on the
yeah,
haters?
but roll your sleeves up or something.
Huh?
Roll your sleeves up.
I can't. There's no. It's total.
Yeah,
No
unzip
sleeves.
unzip it.
That could be some work.
Yeah.
Actually, that's going to be a lot of work. I have to be honest with you. This thing is a piece of crap.
This is a certified cum zone.
Oh my god, is it stuck? It's actually it's
I wish that
possible
was
it's
a
stuck.
longer song, dude. It's okay. Just rip it. You're so manly.
I would do it. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I can flex like this. I mean, I promise that my biceps are nothing to write home about. I got decent forearms.
Dude,
though.
I love seeing like those climbing muscles. It's just there.
Yeah, it's all right there. It's like
Yeah.
I try to build like the vanity muscle, but it never really comes.
It'll
And it's
come.
not really beneficial to climbing, so I don't particularly care all that much.
My grip strength is so fucking good, dude. Ugh, do you see that definition?
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see the definition
Ugh.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Are you more of a crimper or do you like slopers?
I have tiny hands. I hate slopers. So I'm a crimper.
So you like crimps? Yeah. Me
I
too.
do top rope.
I'm trying to get better at the slopers. I'm only like
It's
V4
like
plus V5.
You
with
have to
slopers.
like find the place where you have to like pull on, the balance.
Yeah, and it's like more of that, like it's like this, it's like you just kind of clamp down, and then I feel it so much in my sort of upper forearm, and I'm no good at it. But the crimping, I can crimp all
I don't
day.
like pinchies. Pinchies, like, they hurt me. I always get hurt when I try to do them.
Even the ones that are sort of like crimp-ish, like where they've got a good lip, like where you can really like get a.
Yeah, it
There's
like
the
makes me
slopey
cramp.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ever do that thing? There's that thing people do where they put like a weight in a rope and attach it to like a block, and you just hold it up like this.
No.
It supposedly
No,
builds pinch
I'm
strength.
not hardcore, Not like you.
Well, we can't all be hardcore just like all the time.
I'm rock
Just like
hard.
when I'm what am I? I don't know how to describe that.
I
Should I
bet-
do some ASMR
Would
here?
you date me, dude? Would you date me?
Totally.
Would you
Isn't that what's
actually?
happening now?
Would you like
Sure,
date me
yeah.
IRL?
Yeah, of course. Go climbing or something could be fun. I'm a little north. I'm a little north of you. You said you're San Diego, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like near San Fran.
Oh, that's too far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
How are you not in computer science? You seem like a computer science person.
it's funny you mentioned I was in computer science, but then I realized it's just absolutely terrible.
Why?
I can't do it. For one, I'm bad at math, admittedly, and for two, it's like the banter was terrible banter. It's like people just don't. They kind of talk about like TV shows, and I don't know.
Dude, isn't that just like
It's
a
like
cultural thing, like from your company?
Possibly. I'm not trying to make any gross generalizations here.
Yeah,
All I'm
gross,
saying is
nasty, yucky, yucky.
relative to what are all generalizations. The question is, are all generalizations yucky, or can I make some kind of cute little generalizations? Like little itty bitty cute generalizations.
Computer science majors don't shower.
They have nice showers. All the computer science people I know have the nicest showers any people I know. They shower in style. So I'm not one of those people. It's more just like topic of conversation, It's just like I want to talk about like mantis shrimp and kind of interesting things like that. I don't want to talk about, I don't know. What do computer science people talk about? Like whatever the latest Ritz cracker
I just realized
is, like,
you have a lisp.
do I?
Never mind.
Possibly a little one.
No, because someone said stop making him say S's.
It is kind of annoying. I'm actually with you there.
I
Yeah.
literally just like noticed it because someone said it.
If I work, I can not do it, but it takes too much work. Better mic etiquette maybe, but my mic etiquette is okay.
Maybe it's just the mic.
Decent mic, but no, it's just me. Just me.
That's so fucking cute.
It's like I gotta learn to.
Sorry.
What was that? Are you okay?
I have a type.
I respect that. I'm so curious about what the chat says. I'm gonna have to rewatch this. This is gonna be so amusing.
I like you.
I like you too. It'd be fun to climb. I mean, I don't know if we could climb over Zoom or something, or over whatever this is.
Oh, I still have to do a climbing stream.
How would you do it? Would you set up a wall like in your
No, I would have someone
room or
record
something?
me.
They're not. I've thought about trying to build one. They're not like actually that hard to build.
Oh,
but
no, you go to the gym to do it.
to do a stream, you don't think it'd be like weird, noisy and stuff?
Weird.
Are you Touchstone? What gym? Are you Touchstone gyms or what? What's
a Touchstone?
It's a chain of climbing. Shout out to Touchstone gyms. They're in the Bay Area in LA.
Oh no,
Are you Planet
they
Granite?
don't have
Like,
those
where do you
over
climb?
here. No, dude.
Oh.
Like, there's. If I tell you guys, then you guys could.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
My bad.
Go there regularly. XD.
Right, fair point. Not my intention. Yeah, but shout out to the Touchstone gyms for my Bay Area.
How big is
people.
your dick? I feel like you have a big dick. Sorry.
What makes you say that?
Are you tall?
Somewhat tall.
How tall?
Uh-oh. Oh god. It is cutting out. Oh crap. Can people hear me?
Damn, that big, huh?
Test. Can people hear me?
That big?
Sure. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't want to, because for all I know, you heard something that isn't true. So I don't want to ride off the assumption that you heard something positive.
What is it?
Or negative, or how do we want to rate it? Like clout? Like Instagram followers?
No, like, tell me when to stop.
Sean,
Tell me when
just
to
Instagram,
stop.
Sean Healy's dick. Sean Healy's dick. Let's get my dick some clout.
Really?
I should have said stop. Like I should have stopped I should have said stop quite a long time ago. I think the stream is delayed or something.
You have to look at me on Discord.
I can see it. It's just there. I can't tell. See, I can't tell where you're.
This big?
No, that doesn't look right. No, that's a little small probably. What that guy? I remember. Hey, buddy of mine. He said he measured it in credit cards. I thought that was very amusing.
How many credit cards?
I haven't tested that, but I would wager to say probably 2 and something.
2 and something.
Depends on the credit card. I'm platinum, baby. I'm talking those metal heavy credit cards.
Oh, I almost doxed someone. Oh, okay. 3
that went
credit cards.
No, I didn't say 3. No, that would be that's overzealous.
I
I think it's
you.
probably.
I like you.
Thanks. I like you too. I would say this is. I think this is amusing. Hopefully for people. Now that I can't do as many green screen tricks. Actually, I can do one more green screen.
I like the way you talk.
I appreciate that. I consider myself a pseudo intellectual. Thank you very much. Here, let's. If you like me, you know what you're gonna love.
I don't think you do. I think you consider
You're gonna
yourself
love-
an intellectual.
You're gonna love 2 of me. You're gonna like a little floating head. Look at that. It's my ego down there.
You're
My
so
bruised
fucking
little ego.
weird. Wait. Let me get this on camera. God, I'm sweating. There you go.
Little me. Can I pat
It's
myself?
like double the cunnilingus.
Yeah.
You know cunnilingus?
If it looks like if because obviously when I talk, it also talks.
Mhm.
I'm this.
Oh, okay.
You know,
You're the.
like
You're the.
I'm
one
Tony
on the-
now, Mrs. Torrance. Have you ever seen The Shining?
I don't like scary movies. But
Yeah.
like look.
I saw- Oh, nice. I'm digging this.
Can you like stick
Let's
your
get more.
tongue out?
Can I stick my tongue out? I only do that on OnlyFans. I gotta get paid for that.
Wait, you said you teach class? You teach school?
Yep.
Is
It probably would be a bad idea for me to say where, but I guess people could probably find out.
it like a university?
Community college?
Ooh. Okay, well now stick what if like what if your students see you here?
Shout out to my students. They know. I wear this in class.
Damn.
I haven't said anything befouling.
Dude, you're like one of the
I think
weird
about the future.
professors.
Yep. I'm like Bill Nye. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. I do yearn for that in a way.
To be weird?
Kinda. But not like I try not to be like too theatrical about
You'd
it.
also be
like
like
putting-
an
I don't-
English professor, like the dramatic ones that are really into like playwriters.
Yeah, I'm not the. What's the last book I read? My favorite book's Don Quixote. I like Don Quixote. I personally did. I unfortunately didn't care for Moby Dick. I was all excited to read Moby Dick, and then I read it, and it's like, oh boy, it's all blubber. It's all blubber. That would be my metaphor for Moby Dick. All blubber, no meat.
I don't give a fuck about Moby's dick.
I'm with you now. For years, I gave like 5 or 6 credit cards worth of fuck. But then I read it and I was like, damn, this is barely 1 credit card.
Damn, dude.
Not objectively, subjectively, to be clear.
I'm not gonna bully you
Um,
unless
Okay, I
you want
appreciate
me to. You will?
what do I want, honestly? Again, it's difficult to say. That's a hard question to answer. I guess what I like the way things are going. In a way, I sort of enjoy the internet. Oh, son of a bitch.
Huh?
Are you still there?
Yes.
Sorry, the internet, the connection is just choppy.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hide my little me. It's distracting, I feel.
No, put it back.
I will, if you want. I'll do that.
There he is.
I'll do that for you. That's okay.
Can we go back to
Yeah.
the galaxy?
I can't. My battery died. I can go back to Starless Galaxy with Little Head. We can do this. Or we can go back to my floor with my 2 dogs.
Can you kick them? Oh wait, no, don't.
Sure.
No. I love dogs. Don't kick them.
No, I would never do it hard. No, I'll do it very gently. Do you want to see how gently I can kick a dog?
No!
Maybe this is a good, like I should.
No more.
Okay, I won't do it. I won't do it. I would never hurt a dog. My goodness
I love
gracious, I love
dogs.
dogs.
I would
Although
never
I
do it
admittedly don't
hard,
particularly like
Uma.
Chihuahuas. I kind of have a
Cancelled.
problem with Chihuahuas. I gotta be honest. Chihuahuas and certain kinds of pugs, if I'm being brutally
What the
honest.
fuck? I have a pug and I'd had a chihuahua before.
Again, no hate. But I would say, generally speaking, they're admitted. Pugs honestly kind of make me a little sad. They break my heart, kind of.
I need to get her surgery for her palate. Elongated
What kind of
palate.
surgery?
Elongated palate surgery.
What does that entail?
Shortening it.
I guess that would make sense.
Pugs are so fucking cute, dude.
I like some pugs. Some pugs are cute. I got no beef. I really truly have no beef. But you know, I have certain philosophical issues with pugs on a certain level. At least some pugs. More specifically, like bulldogs, if I'm honest.
Ask me questions. I'll answer.
Really?
Yeah. I usually don't. I'll answer.
What's your favorite color of the climbing holds in the gym?
Greens are the easiest ones, so I hate them. Yellow?
Yellow? Good choice. Yeah, I like yellow and I like pink. I like the really bright ones.
Yeah, pink is good too.
They're easy to see. What's another good question?
Anything, anything to your heart's desire.
My heart's desire.
Be
Oh my goodness gracious, what do I
sexual.
want to know? What kind of mattress is that? Are you one of these like space foam kind of people? Tempur-Pedic? What's your deal?
This here, I'll show you guys. You wanna see?
Sure. Hopefully the chat likes this. I'm a man of the people.
Here, I'll show you.
God, it's like 150 degrees in here.
See here?
I can kind of see.
Sorry, you probably can't see. Oh no, now I fucked it up.
Oh, did I ruin the stream?
Dun, 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 dun.
Can you hear me still?
Is that the same as before?
Maybe can't.
I know, I
Can the chat hear
spilled.
me? Maybe the chat can hear me. That'd be fun.
It's
Hi,
not
chat.
due to mistake. It's okay. I spilled. Okay, I spilled curry on
What
my
did
bed.
you spill?
Curry. Well, I think it just
Oh.
slipped through the bag.
What kind of curry do you like? There's another good question. Do you like yellow curry, red curry, green curry?
Butter chicken. This is butter, chicken.
hmm.
Yeah.
Out of
It's
curiosity,
Indian.
how do you feel about vegetarians?
That'd be good for my diet.
I like, typically speaking, I'm kind of a green and or red curry guy.
Green.
Speaking
and
specifically
or
to
red.
Thai food.
Green and or red. That's Thai.
How about blue?
No,
That's what I want. I want blue curry.
This is what's it called? Indian.
Oh,
Indian curry.
I do like Indian food.
Me too.
I think about moving to the East Coast sometimes, and I'd be like, I don't know how people on the East Coast can like even survive without Mexican food. It's like I go over to the East Coast and I feel like I'm gonna starve every time unless I eat their rat pizza, their filthy East Coast pizza. It's distressing. It's like you go to the East Coast, they talk a big game, you take one bite of those slices, and it's like, ugh, it's disgusting.
I know, right? I hate it.
No one in the East Coast knows how to cook.
Right?
You can mark. You
You're
can.
so fucking
I said.
dumb.
I said it. None of them know how to cook.
Stupid.
I don't like East Coast. I don't eat it with anyone on the East Coast. If I go to the
Yeah, that's why I stream so late, because fuck the East Coast. I don't give a fuck if it's 4 a.m. for you.
I think that's smart. I think that's really smart thinking. I think that probably like improves the Discord. I think if you did it earlier, the Discord would be full of these like pizza, people chewing while they talk, just like
yeah, the
ugh.
cunts. Don't you hate cunts?
No, definitely not.
You don't hate cunts?
Can you imagine if I said that on a dating show? If I hated cunts, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
So you love cunts?
Love is a strong word, but
You like cunts?
sometimes.
Might. I'm sorry, I'm getting delirious.
That's okay.
It's 1 a.m. now. It is
Is it?
smelly. It smells like fucking curry. I'm sorry.
What does it smell like in here? I don't know what it smells like in here. I feel like I've lost my sense of smell. That Discord was so filthy that it wrecked my
Filthy
nose.
fucks.
Oh my god, there's this dude just barking off, my lord. Those people. It is fun though. I admit it. Shout out to the Discord, the cool guys on Discord. I don't remember all your names, but I like you guys.
Right? Okay, if I
Yeah, some cool people.
if I became a Kummer stream, would you still like me?
Would I like you or would I like the stream?
Both.
I would like you. I can't say if I would like to stream because I haven't watched it. I don't want to prejudge it. I might love it, but maybe not.
Wait, you haven't watched my stream?
You asked me if I would like you if you became, what was it? Q stream?
A humor stream.
Humor?
A humor
What even?
stream.
What is that? I actually don't even know what that is.
You don't know what a humor is?
I don't think so.
Do you like, bro, hello? Huh? Okay. Did you burp?
Did I burp? No.
No.
I can't
Does that
burp.
mean-
I'm incapable of burping. Huh? I heard some some audio, but
Hello.
let me see if I can get this goddamn thing off. I swear I'm like roasting.
Welcome to my humor stream. Hello.
Oh, am I watching the new stream?
Yes.
I like it so far. Your new posture looks very comfortable, so I like that about it.
Hello.
How's it going? Do you like talk? Are you one of these people who like? Here's a question: if you're in the rock climbing gym and comes up and starts giving you beta, as they say, do you like that or not like that?
How cute are they? It does, Sane.
Like us by your ratings, let's put them at a 7.5.
Yeah, I like it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Are they hitting on me or are they just literally just giving me beta?
Obviously, it's hard to know, but I mean, I kind of always assume they are, but it's a little bit difficult to know sometimes, I guess. I've never been hit on at the climbing gym, so I unfortunately have no experience with that.
I've been hit on.
Oh, come on.
It's
Come on.
like they're like, hey, how's it going? My name's
There we go.
What was his name? I think it was like Anthony or something. Hey, how's it going? My name's Anthony. Nice to meet you. And they extend their fucking hand as I'm like trying to blame my friend.
That would, yeah. That I suppose. I guess I assumed bouldering. I guess if you're belaying, yeah, that's just bad etiquette.
Yeah. Oh,
I guess just talking about climbing isn't good content, huh? People on the chat probably don't like that.
what,
I'm a slave to the chat.
bro? Is this okay? Okay, there. Finally.
It looks fine,
Okay.
as far as I can tell.
Can't get the angle anymore.
What were you worried about the composition?
Yes. The comp.
It looks okay. Looks good.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say relative to the standards for success I've come to identify on the stream, I would say it meets them.
Bet. All right. I give you a 10, dude.
Wow. Thanks.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. What do you guys give him, chat? What do you guys give him, chat? 11, 8, 11, 10, 10. Lot of 10s, dude. People love you.
Hey, I love you guys too.
They like really, really like you. Except for Dak. He gives you
Oh
a
man,
7.
if you want, I'll set up all kinds of wacky stuff. I'll do a whole Bill Nye bullshit, you know?
Fuck. Now I want someone to come in here and roast you because people like you too much.
I'd be open to that. I think it'll be curious to test myself because I think I can handle being roasted pretty well. I think I'm pretty decent at that, but you know, who knows? I guess in a way, just to preempt myself, my instinct is like people I've noticed tend to go right for the sort of masculine jugular, the sort of like, hey, you're a little soy boy, San Francisco, you know. But it's a like the problem is that that whole dialectic just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't even interest me, you know.
Yes.
It's a stale dialectic.
I agree.
All this alpha and beta stuff. You guys live your life. Live your life. You know?
I don't see Gunnar here.
I liked him. I have to admit. I thought he was pretty clever. The banter between him and who was the kind of like more like not to be I guess rude about it. The only way I know how to say it is sort of nerdy guy.
Oh, Jaw?
With them, maybe. I really enjoyed their banter. I thought they were.
You think Jaw's nerdy?
They were. But that guy. I mean, I feel like he and I are like. It's like we're looking at a mirror.
Aww.
So I don't know if that would be good content.
A mirror?
Maybe it would be. I don't know.
I think Jaw would
like,
go
it's like
kind of hard. I don't know.
Really?
I think so.
I think I can tango. I'm open. I consider myself pretty clever.
Wait, what do you
if I
think
don't
of
say
this?
so
What do you think
myself.
of this? This is what a viewer is saying. You're addicted to Twitch and your green suit. Oh, fuck. It got deleted. Aw. I don't think Jaw's
What?
down. Can someone ask
Wait, finish that.
Jaw?
I want to hear more of that. I'm addicted to Twitch.
It got no,
Oh.
it got deleted. Wait, let me see. Oh, here.
Oh.
You're addicted to Twitch, and your green suit is just to hide your insecurities. Now that you have a boxer, I can see through your soul. Don't worry, it'll be all right, even though your dick is 2 inches long.
It seems like if I was an English teacher, I would say the addicted to Twitch thing has nothing to do with what comes after it. So I would cut that, and it would be a much stronger diss. It's like the rest of the diss was okay. The minute you go to the dick size thing, I mean, that is just so, like, you know, it's just boring. I don't know. Like, it's like, really, people, you know, like,
It's just funny.
it's so
like
it's beyond
I think
cliche.
it's funny
Honestly,
when
beyond
like
cliche.
there's some girls that are like, oh, you're calling me fat because your dick is small. It's just like they go from like one superficial like feature about like a woman to like another superficial feature about a guy to like
I mean,
counter
it's
it.
honestly, you ever read that Oliver Sacks book? I can't remember. I think it's The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, and it tells the story about the people who can't navigate the world until the ground
you,
is
Butters
checkerboard.
B51.
You know, until like
Thank
the
you, thank
ground is
you.
sort of like a chess set, and so that's how they can see. I feel like the people who make fat jokes and dick jokes are like that. It's like they have no concept of how to operate the world on kind of a higher level, and so they opt to these very sort of like very rudimentary. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's stupid.
I go this way, huh? You know.
Yeah. Do you think
It's
there's
like, I
like
feel like
do you
there's all
think
these
there's an
guys-
association with like being a cunt and having a small dick?
You know, honestly, I think it could probably swing both ways. It depends how you define cunt, you know? Like, you know, a cunt, for me, in terms of behavior, I consider it, I guess, a little bit sort of like douche meets dick.
Thank you, Miss
Kinda.
Al. Thank you, thank you.
And so I think, like, maybe sometimes, I don't personally believe in that kind of thing generally. I actually think people like the whole sort of, you're just compensating for small dick. It's like, no, maybe he's compensating because his mother hates him. Or because he kind of like can't actually sort of like love himself because of some totally superficial thing, which again, I don't blame people for, to tell you the truth.
Damn.
It's like I'm a victim to all kinds of superficial crap, you know?
Chat,
Everyone's
chat.
got their thing.
Thank you, Jamal, for the sub. Chat,
Oh, thanks, Jamal.
0 if your mom doesn't hate you. 1 if your mom does hate you. I'm like a 0.5. No, I'm kidding. It's a 0 for me. It's a 0 for me, dog.
I'm almost the opposite extreme, where it's like I have so much maternal love that I feel smothered, and so I need to rebel. I would say that's like more my angle.
Oh yeah, you're rebellious.
In a kind of purely Freudian sense. If that makes sense.
What do you
Hopefully it
mean?
makes sense. Like, I'm not like, there's a certain image of rebelliousness, like damn, Mom, I want to smoke cigarettes and hang out at the DSA, and
Thanks.
and it's like, and they just kind of like, they're very like, their whole identity is structured against something. It's like, I don't think my whole identity is structured against something, but at the same time, I do feel like I need to sort of build myself up. You know, some people don't even feel that need. They're so kind of like liberated in a sense that they're sort of just kind of good. You know, they don't even really need an identity. I actually feel like our society, I feel like in general, people put way too much weight on like having an individual identity. It's like, I think to a certain extent, it's just like...
It's like an American thing, for sure.
Yeah, I think that I would guess that's true. But, you know, I don't know.
Yay! Thank you, Dak! Thank you for the
thanks,
20.
Dak.
Thank you,
Appreciate
thank you,
it.
thank you.
Appreciate
Damn,
it, Dak.
ASMR stream coming right up. No, it's an American thing. It's like individualism is much more emphasized in America. Or whatever, like,
well, it's like
the West or whatever.
It's like even in America, there's so many distinctions. You know, like obviously, in my opinion, like where you know, in San Diego, like in general, I find people are a little friendlier than up where I live. You know, the barrier to entry socially is much like lower as opposed to, you know, for example, in like Texas and areas like that, there's this kind of idea of Southern hospitality, which I actually think is a bit like it is. People are very hospitable until you cross certain lines, and then it's sort of like, then it's dicey. So it's sort of, I feel like different states, like different even cities within states, they kind of express it differently. You know, I think it's hard to generalize about the country as a whole in that respect. My favorite places probably are San Diego and Austin, in terms of like quality of people.
Why?
Austin, Texas. I don't know. I mean, I've only went to Austin for a brief time, but like I'm a big Richard Linklater fan. I love those movies, and I found like it was exactly like that. It was like, oh my God, I'm in a Richard Linklater film. And it was just I would just like talk to people on the street about like, you know,
Thank you,
all
Cosmo
kinds of
Baby.
things, you know, just the most bizarre
You're real subby
random
hubby.
material, you know. It was great. It was beautiful.
I just realized I could like turn you up, like just. Never mind. Okay, cool. On Discord.
Oh.
Sorry, I. Same sugar. Same. I don't know. Do you have any other questions?
Questions? I mean, sure. Wait, let me think. What's a good question? What do you feel about how do you feel about theory in general? Like sort of like academics, like like psychoanalysis and
I don't know.
the like French idea of theory. Like, do you think it's kind of like complete bullshit, or do you sort of like it?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I guess I mean like people, like a guy like Foucault, or people who like pose a lot of ideas that don't have a lot of direct relationship to the world. Like the kind of stuff people like make fun of for being sort of like pretentious garbage. It's like, do you think there's any truth to that?
Well, I don't know what you're referring to. TBH.
Yeah, probably disastrous question. I guess I'm referring like it's hard to pinpoint it without like like Foucault, if you know like Foucault, or I don't know, Derrida, or pretty much any French theory guy.
No, like you have to be like more specific.
More specific.
I don't know those theories.
Like, actually, I'm gonna abort. I'm gonna go ahead and abort. I think this is a big disaster of a question, and I'm gonna reframe my question. And what am I gonna reframe it to?
What, dude? Like what? Do you guys know what he's talking about? I actually don't know.
I'm not even sure I know what I'm talking about. I realized I sort of like started asking a question. I guess I mean the problem is, in order to get anywhere, I'm gonna have to just like name drop a bunch, and then it's gonna be sort of straight dude or cunt, or maybe asshole.
I'm confused because you're naming theorists.
Yeah.
But like, what are the theories?
Well, like Foucault, for example. I mean, he has that idea that for example. Oh, here's actually a more specific one. For example,
philosophy.
in terms of language. Yeah, sure. So it's like the idea that like. Foucault basically said that, for example, the reason we discriminate against people with sort of like mental health problems is because the whole notion of mental health became a thing. Before that, people were like people just rolling around on the dirt or whatever were basically just sort of people, And then the idea of mental health came along, and suddenly society shifted, and sort of like became, discriminatory in ways that were theoretically the direct result of language, And so that's like that's kind of one camp, and then the other camp is that we're up just dealing in human nature basically, and science, and all of that kind of social theory stuff is kind of meaningless. But I can feel myself digging my own grave. It's like my grave is currently so deep that it's like I'm looking up and I'm so. I would do a green screen of me in a grave, but I don't think.
Well, wait. What does chat think? What does chat think?
Yeah, what does chat think?
Well,
I think I'm cringing hard. I think what I said made sense though. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, what does chat say? Next, please.
He's right. Well, I mean, he was just
I don't
stating
think
a theory,
I'm spouting
right?
complete BS. I think it actually is true. I think it's just the premise. Oh god. Connections. Can you hear me? Test. Can you hear me? Test. Can you hear me? Hello.
Oh fuck yeah. Sorry. I think I got nicked out again.
What does that mean?
I vaped too much again. Not in a headache way though.
You feel okay though?
Mm-hmm. Wait. Why did you ask that like you're my boyfriend or something? Don't fucking care about me. I'm just an e-thought. Jesus.
I care about you. I mean, if anything, to be honest, my instinct is to ask you very like direct questions about like, because I don't do streaming or whatever, and I'm always very curious about like the actual act of, for example, just sitting in place, being engaged socially for a long amount of time, And so it's most of the question. If I had any genuine questions, it would be that, just like questions about like very day-to-day practical matters in terms of like how you live your life.
You're being so meta.
Like, do you have back problems? Do you have to stretch?
Oh, that's funny. Yes, I got a bruise the other day on my back from sitting against the wall.
It's hard. It can be hard, especially when like how conscious. Like, are you somebody who you feel like you like are very conscious about your specific pose at any given moment, or do you feel like it's a little bit natural and you can kind of be
I need to show this part of my thigh to show off my legs. So that's as far as it gets.
I respect that.
And then my hair gets fuzzy.
Your hair looks good. I think it looks very good. Especially, I saw what you did. You had I don't remember
Oh.
what you called it, a clitoral device or something, and then you brushed your hair, and it looked good. It looked nice. Because I dug myself into a hole a minute ago, I'll tell a sort of embarrassing story, I guess. So I do this thing sometimes, where at least I used to, I haven't done it in a while, where I would go on dates, and I was so concerned about my posture that I wasn't like breathing properly, and so I built up all this gas. And so typically
Oh.
by the time sort of like the debate or the date
The
got
debate.
later, I know Freudian slip. But by the time it got later on, I would have like so much gas that I would be like almost in pain. But of course, I didn't want to sort of let it out. And then, like sometimes it's like, oh yeah, shout out to my people who've been in this sort of situation. You go to sort of like, let's say a hotel or an Airbnb or whatever, and the bathroom is right next to the beds and whatnot. And so acoustically speaking, it's just a nightmare because you go in there and you like know if you make any goddamn sound at all, it's going to just echo through the entire room. And so then it's like, what am I going to do? Do I turn on the shower? My tactic sometimes is to run the sink, but that's oftentimes not enough. And it's kind of weird. Like, what is he doing in the bathroom just running the sink? But it's just that usually the byproduct of me trying to maintain good posture, which I don't intrinsically have.
Oopsie.
Do the cricket noises come through?
Yeah, I heard it.
Cool.
Oh.
I like crickets. Okay, I didn't realize how filthy crickets were.
I did the vape too much again.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it indica, sativa? What?
No, it's just nicotine.
Oh, does that just make your head spin? What's the effect like?
It just makes me like chill out a lot, and it makes me.
Do you feel like
sleepy.
that helps with the stream, or do you do it mostly just for fun?
I don't know. I just need something in my mouth.
I respect that. I'm normally like that with gum, but it's a little, weird chewing gum on stream. I don't smoke anymore. What can you do?
Well, dude.
What, dude?
Well, dude.
Well, dude.
Well, dude.
Whatever happened? Did I get extended, or how does that work?
I don't know. I just liked you.
I appreciate that. I was enjoying things greatly until I dug myself a grave. But like Nancy Sinatra says, you only live twice. You know that song?
If you were in my room right now, what would we be doing?
Well, it depends. If we're talking sort of magical realism, I'd like to think just sitting there, I would probably be reading the chat, kind of vaguely amused.
No. We're like
Presumably just a subtle variation of what's
We're
occurring.
alone in a room, post climb, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go take a shower. Actually, no, you're like, I'm gonna go take a shower, and then
Uh-huh.
I just chill, and then you're like, all right, it's all yours, and then I take a shower, and then I'm like, oh, that was so refreshing. What do you do after that? How do you make your move, or if you even make a move?
Well, it kind of depends. I mean, what's the room like? Is it your room, like where we're just sort of sitting on a bed or something, or are there chairs?
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna interpret that as there's one chair, but it's kind of like gross. Oh, son of a bitch! The internet again.
No, you're good.
Test.
You're here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just assuming there's one chair, but there's maybe like there's like a spider on it or something, and I'm like, I don't really like that. So I go and I'd probably sit on the bed, and probably kind of like lounge back a little bit, maybe depending on how much we know each other, maybe a little bit of
This is your room.
physical.
This is your room.
Oh, this is my room.
Yes.
What would I do? You know what I would do? I would turn on. I've got one of those. I was admittedly kind of like goaded into buying one of those like star things. Those like projectors that like put stars up. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
So I'd probably turn that on,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe a little music. Shout out to the guy in Discord earlier who made the Thelonious Monk reference. I appreciated that. So I put on a little Thelonious Monk, a little solo monk.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe talk about climbing a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, is there a problem you're working on? Maybe we're talking about that. Maybe if we're done with climbing, maybe talk about there's this French movie I saw recently, Donkey Skin.
Yeah.
Maybe we could watch that. Very fun movie.
Okay, and then during the movie, what do we do?
Presumably comment occasionally on the sort of like bizarre costuming and maybe like giggle, like
Uh-huh.
just kind of like this, like all like you're like here, we're kind of nestling up and just oh
Uh-huh.
and then maybe at some point, just kind of like
Oh,
what? Oh, I thought you were doing stuff.
and then
Never mind.
what?
And then maybe at some point, there's a point at the movie where a rose talks. There's a bit where the prince, who kind of yearns for the sort of like the donkey princess, talks to a rose,
What
and
the
the rose gives him some insight. And maybe at that point, we just giggle, and shift to the floor. I don't know about you, but sometimes I like being on the floor, like with just like, I don't know, some kind of a blanket or something.
Yes.
Shout out to the blanket fans out there.
And then
and then presumably variations of that for quite a while, and then at some point maybe like I'd make some kind of like pretentious comment and dig myself into a hole again, and then I'd see you texting and I'd be really insecure for a minute, but then I would sort of say something, maybe I'd try to like again break down the fourth wall a little bit, try to be sort of like sincere and direct and talk about food. I mean, I guess we haven't eaten yet, so theoretically talk about
the
food.
fourth wall.
Yeah, just sort of talk about how nice things are, Just like I appreciate this moment. I appreciate the subtle pleasures of this moment,
Mm-hmm.
It's like maybe the light, as a streamer, it looks like you got good lighting in your room.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess this is my room. I have very good lighting in here.
This is your room. Okay, and then
Yeah, that's right. This is my room.
And then I lean over and I rest my head on your shoulder as we're watching the movie. What do you do?
So, like,
what do you do?
I go like full. What do I do?
Yeah.
Probably lean in. I try to gauge whether, like, because again, there's so much specificity that has to be discerned there in terms of you're doing it in sort of a sleepy way, assuming you're doing it in sort of suggestive way.
It's
so I think I would probably
as fuck, bro.
Suggestive as fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I would probably reciprocate and probably like shift at least sort of two
He
portions, like
reciprocates, dude.
subtle. Yeah, subtle movements, subtle shifting of maybe like the shoulder and or sort of like the leg, making it, I guess, like vaguely clear that we're on the same page on some level.
Okay, so
Oh wait, has the movie ended?
No, we're still watching. It's like,
Okay.
I guess toward the end, we've already reached the climax, and it's just tying everything together after that.
Okay. So then what happens next, or should I just continue making it up?
So what happens next? So you say that like you reciprocate, but what else does that entail?
Well, again, I'm kind of scoping out the vibe, assuming the reciprocation is met with reciprocation. It's just sort of this, it's like this. Like there's this movie Eraserhead, the great movie, and there's a scene where two people, they get into bed and they literally melt. They just like, it's like they spiral together like this and then melt, like that. So I like to think it'd be something like that, a sort of like slowly becoming amorphous, very slowly, and just sort of like
I don't know what that
trying
means.
to commune. Like no longer solid, like sort of in a more fluid state, where we can better sort of commune on some level. You ever have that feeling like you want to be like physically closer to somebody than, cruel fate has allowed our bodies to achieve, You ever want to be that much closer
Damn,
to so
dude,
just
this is like our first
intangibly-
date. Or like second date.
Was that clarified? I don't know if I had that context.
Yeah, it's the second date. And you already want to
Second
meld
date.
with me? On a soul level?
Sure. Well, maybe not, I guess, if it's the second date. I guess maybe we'd melt a little.
Okay.
We'd make a small puddle.
Dude,
like, for example,
how
we'd
many
each
dates
sacrifice
till
a
you
foot.
put out?
Well, I was already there, but I mean, again, like now I'm reading the room here and I'm trying to come to a determination about what's sensible.
How were you already
I think,
there? You were like thigh to thigh with me and that's all. And then now you're talking about melding with me? Is that sex?
Are we wearing pants? Well, it could be a form of sex. I mean, it kind of depends how you want to look at it. I think of it as, I suppose, a form of sex.
I think you deep men's for the cheer. Okay,
Oh, thank you.
Fast
Thank you,
forward.
Deep Men's.
it's our 5th date, and I'm very aroused, and I'm just waiting for you to give it to me. How do you do that?
We're talking about like a physical description of what's occurring, or how do I do it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go ahead and construct some details here because I feel like I need to invent some context.
Yes.
What I'm assuming is that number one, the parameters have already been established that the feeling is mutual.
Yes.
You know? Hopefully that's contextually clear.
Yes.
If I'm being totally honest, I'm what you would call. I would describe my sort of intimacy style as sort of like French vanilla ice cream with sort of like a strawberry in the middle. Very plain, very, very simple, but sweet. Simple,
So we
but
both
sweet,
know what's
maybe,
going
would
on
be the
here, right?
Correct.
So I
Yeah.
like take your hand and I like guide you to the bedroom.
And we're
Okay. And I sit
You
you
know, just
down
gig-
on the
just giggling.
chair, like next to the bed, and you're like just lounging.
Is this in
there.
my room or your room?
This is your room.
Okay.
And no, you know what? It's my room. It's my room. Okay.
Okay, so we're sitting on the chair. I'm sitting on the chair.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I bring you to the chair, and I'm like, 1 second, baby. And you see me leave the room, okay?
Uh-huh.
And then you're waiting there, and you're like, you're bricked up as fuck, right?
Oh, I'm not like that. I've personally never
Fuck!
experienced anything close to that. You know what happens to me? I like go like that. You know, like I just recline and I'd have a big fat grin on my face. That's what I would be doing.
All right, you're grinning. You're grinning.
Mm-hmm.
And I put up like a blindfold over you actually like, first, and then I leave, and then I come back, and then you're like you're anticipating me, you know? Okay.
This is very performative. We're not. There's no like. This is very performative intimacy. This isn't sort of like looking into each other's eyes and stuff.
No, because I blindfolded you.
Right.
Okay. So then I take off your blindfold. Okay. And the first thing you see is
Okay.
just a naked man on the bed, and it's not you. And I'm like, "All right, you ready? You ready, Sean? Let us commence the cucking." Oh fuck.
What's the man look like? Is he a Democrat or Republican?
Democrat.
Okay. Okay.
He's very
Is he like a moderate kind of, or is he like a Bernie sort of dude?
He has hipster glasses on. Okay. Are you into
Okay.
that? And his butt is like really
Well,
nice.
Oh, like one of those kind of like sailor people. It's like I always notice these Navy people always have like rump butts.
Sure.
Okay.
Now what do you do? We're just going at it
What
in
I
front of you.
Oh, you're going at it with him.
Yes. That's what cucking is.
I'd probably try to talk to him, frankly. I'd probably try to get something out of him. Talk to him about politics a little bit. If I know he's a Democrat, you know, I don't know. What else can I do, really?
Well, wait, but I'm engaging in an activity with him, and you're
Well, right, but you haven't
You're
really
grinning
said
in the
exactly what
chair.
that is. I'm assuming he's not using his mouth necessarily, so he could still talk.
well. He starts with his mouth.
Got it. So then maybe I'd talk to you. I'd talk to you.
No, I'm busy. My
Maybe I'd pull out an
My
iPad. Maybe I'd be one of those
face
people
is
who
in
pulls out like
a
a big.
pillow.
You ever see those people who take pictures with an iPad? It like looks so funny. It's like I'd pull out an iPad. I'd pull out an iPad and start just recording like that guy from Lost Highway.
You didn't get permission
my
from
iPad.
me to start recording.
You know, I guess that's a fair point. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't post it anywhere. I think I would just sort of do it more for the sake of creating an already awkward situation much more, making it much more awkward. This is a pure hypothetical.
You know,
What
you're,
would I
you're
actually do?
supposed
I
to
don't
just
freaking
watch,
know.
dude. That's the whole thing.
You just want me to sit there and watch?
Yeah, like you're giving off these vibes that were very cucky and beta. So I'm like, all right, this beta cuck wants to actually get cucked. So this is what's happening.
Do
now.
I want to do that? I mean, no. Of course I don't
Then
want to do that.
I
Would
read
I
the
like what
room
am I
wrong.
going to do?
I'm
Get
sorry.
all angry and try to fight the guy? I mean, like what's the alpha behavior here?
There's no alpha behavior. It's just I'm sorry. I thought this is what you wanted. You weren't making moves on me at all.
Oh, I see. So then what I would probably do is I would probably say, hey, maybe we would talk about this, and then we could come to a more of an agreement about the nature of our situation. I wouldn't hate you for it.
Okay, would you break up with me?
Over that? No. Hell no.
Wow.
just you pull some random dude. I don't care about some random guy. I might be a freaking idiot from all I know. You know, it's like I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
Wait,
I
I thought, I thought this is what you wanted. It's not what you wanted.
Is this what you're saying in the hypothetical world or in the past the fourth wall world?
This is the hypothetical world.
Oh, then I would say no, definitely not. I really like you actually, and I think I think if it's cool with
But
you, I'm
never
down to talk
showed
about
it
this more. But
physically. All you wanted to do was talk politics with me and my
I tried to
stud.
melt with you. I tried to melt. But I guess apparently you didn't like the melting, and my melting wasn't good enough. And if that's the case, I mean, I can accept that. But you just need to be clear with me rather than pulling stunts. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want.
Do you not get jealous? Like, I'm literally cucking you.
There's no way I would get jealous if I just don't know anything about the guy. If it's just some random guy, I don't particularly care. Especially if it's only what you said.
It's Bill Nye.
It's like, what am I gonna do? Get all mad? Like,
Okay, no,
weird.
we've been dating for 3 months now.
Oh, okay. Then I guess it'd be a slightly different story. Do I know this person who?
Yes, it's Bill Nye.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How would I feel about that? Gosh. I think my whole sense of reality would be so utterly shattered that I think I would probably freeze. And like, any people ever do that thing where you just like do some kind of like very awkward, almost sort of like, shaky sort of dance, almost as if no one's in the room? I think I would start behaving like nobody's in the room. But maybe I'd talk to Bill Nye. I don't know. I think that situation would be so beyond the pale. Maybe I would just leave. It's very difficult for me to say.
Like, what the fuck?
And
Why'd
wait,
you
this
leave?
is in your room or my room?
Well, you're handcuffed, actually.
I'm handcuffed?
Yes.
How did I get handcuffed? Consensually or unconsensually?
Consensually. It was like, I put the blindfold on you. You're okay with that. I handcuffed you. You're like, okay.
So, but I'm not on the bed.
You are not. I handcuffed you to my nightstand.
Couldn't I just like move that?
No, you would have
Like,
to
lift that up
drag
and get out
it
of
with you. You would just lift up the nightstand and just take it with you.
I guess it probably wouldn't fit through the door, huh?
Sure.
Is there a window? Do you have a window?
Are you gonna jump?
I didn't say that. I'm just asking if you have a window.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into
Why?
it because they would never understand.
Is that doxing somehow if I ask if you have a window?
No.
I'm not gonna jump. I'm not trying to. No, not suicide. Not suicide. No, that's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Dude, why won't you just enter the cum zone with me?
Certified cum zone.
Well, do you want me to? I mean, like, I don't understand. It's like this context is so vague. It's like the sense I get is that I'm obviously just being sort of screwed with on some level. But again, I don't I don't want to shame, like, the whole idea that cuck is somehow beta and all this crap. I mean, give me a break. It's just a specific context. Like, I would just deal with.
Wait, what?
Assuming we've been dating for 3 months.
Wait, did you just say being like a cuck isn't beta?
I would say yes, that's true. But mostly just because, again, I'm just not particularly like, the whole notion of beta is so just bizarre. It just doesn't interest me at all. It's like, I think being a cuck you could be alpha as hell and be into that kind of thing. Insofar as, the alpha beta thing is concerned. I just think they're on totally different spectrums. I think people are just sloppy and boring with language, and so they just mix them interchangeably. It's like, it's like, is this really a channel where we're going to shame people who have, like, specific kind of sexual interests? It's like, no, come on.
It's okay
Some people like that.
No,
I don't care.
You think oh my gosh. You think that saying that someone's beta is shaming them? It's literally a beta thing. You have to be in a submissive role to be cucked.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about in the more sort of like direct sort of sexual politics, like alpha as the top, beta as the bottom? You're just using it like that?
Yeah.
Well, sure. Then in that case, yeah, sure, you could say that's beta. But again, I mean, assume we're talking about the more general, like, people talk about, like, alpha behavior, sigma behavior,
Bro,
whatever.
I just want you to fucking ERP with me.
Well, I'm trying to, but I mean, we've gone from 4th date to second date to my room to your room.
When were you ever
trying to with the Democrat? Huh?
When were you? Wait. Are you even interested in me?
I tried to melt with you.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Well, maybe if you would, Gosh, maybe if we had talked, we wouldn't have been in this situation.
Oh
I think that's maybe the moral of the story here. It's like it's all about communication.
Okay, I
Almost
sit you
all things are
down.
permissible with good communication.
I sit you down and I say, Sean, you beta male cuck, I am going to cuckold you now on that bed over there. Will you like this?
Is Bill Nye still in the room?
With Bill Nye.
What? But I mean, is he in the room, or has he left the room?
He's in the bathroom. He's just taking a pee-pee.
The bathroom?
Yes.
Oh, pee-pee. Okay. So I would probably, in all earnestness, say probably like, wow, like it's incredible that Bill Nye is here. Like, I don't want to deny you your experience with Bill Nye if that's your thing. I don't want to be in the room. I'll go in that room and sort of like melt and put on donkey skin if that's what you really feel like you're going to need to follow your pleasure. I mean, it's Bill Nye after all. If this is a life goal you've had, like our relationship is worth enough to me, I guess, where like I guess I'm open to that. I don't feel particularly threatened by him, relatively speaking. So, if that's what you want, I think I would be willing to put up with that. If you then told me like, Sean, you don't understand, I love him. I love him. Then that might be a different
I
story.
say, Sean, I only got him because you loved him. And I just wanted to make you happy. Because clearly I'm not doing it for you, Sean. Clearly you don't love me enough to fucking pipe me in this hypothetical story.
And I think that would, what would I say then? It's like, what made you say that? What made you say that about me? I melted in front of you. I melted like an ice cream cone.
What?
And you don't see my.
No. I don't know. I'm sweating.
You want like a popsicle? Is that what you want? You want me to freeze? You want me to harden, as they say? Go the opposite direction? Is that what you want? I guess I misread the cues. I thought we were just giggling, watching a movie with blankets after climbing. It's like
breaking the fourth wall. What the fuck do you mean by melting?
I'm trying to obfuscate the situation.
What?
For the sake of...
What is melting?
In a very practical sense, I consider it a sort of analogy for a kind of sensual communion,
Like
close and intimate musical contact between bodies,
Like that?
Kind of more like...
Huh?
I'm giving a performative dance
Do it again?
to symbolize my lovemaking style.
Oh, so you were trying to love make.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely. I thought that was occurring.
So I was trying to fuck, and you were trying to love make. And that's where...
I think we
Okay.
found the discrepancy. I think we found the
I
discrepancy.
see.
You see, this is why communication is important. That's why, like, rather than bringing Bill Nye into it as a sort of sexual deviant, I think it would have been better to bring him in and just have a conversation and see if Bill Nye could function as a sort of third party. We might have come to this conclusion without needing all these theatrics. Now,
Okay.
please, would you just unhook me from your, what did you say it was, dresser?
Oh, my nightstand.
Bedstand.
Yes. Of course.
Nightstand, yeah.
Anything for you.
appreciate
Secondhand Bill Nye.
I do appreciate that. I have very sensitive, delicate beta wrists, and so like this hard handcuff is wounding my precious ego because I'm so concerned about being a cuck and a beta.
Okay. Well, I leave you there, cuffed, and I go off with Bill Nye because I was sick of you playing games, mind games with me.
I'm playing mind games. Oh my sweet lord! You know what would I do? You know what I would do in that moment? I would probably write a poem. I'd pull out my phone and I'd try to write a poem. That's what I would do.
You write poetry?
I think it'd be something like Bill Nye. You know how like Nye kind of means like Nye, like no.
Nine. Yeah.
I think it would be I think it would be something like that. It would be like Bill Nine exactly, and it would be sort of like a poem about how Bill Nye is sort of this symbol. He's a veritable catalyst for the demise, romantic demise.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like Bill Nine,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably the poem I would write.
Okay.
It wouldn't rhyme though. I'm like that kind of person, who writes poems that don't rhyme.
Me too.
Although maybe I'd write you a sonnet, who knows? But I guess at this point, I think my heart would be pretty broken, to tell you the truth. If we'd been, at least assuming we're still occupying by the 3 or 4 months dating. narrative.
Yes.
If you just ran off with Bill Nye, I guess I'd get it. I don't know. Like, I get that kind of thing, you know. If you really are into Bill Nye, it's like, what am I gonna do? Deny you just for the sake of feeling like I need to possess you? It's like, I don't care.
Bill Nye, more like deny.
Love it. That's even better than
Deny.
mine. See, that'd be a great poem.
I love that.
Somebody
I
in the
love
chat
this
should
for
write that.
us.
If somebody in the chat writes that, please send that to me.
You heard him, chat. His DMs are open.
Are they?
Yes.
I
So
don't actually
after
know.
I cuck you, are you still okay with being my boyfriend?
But wait, did the cucking happen or not?
Well, yes.
Because I thought I got interrupted and you left with Bill Nye.
Oh, and then I cucked you in the other room. That's what happened.
Oh, so how did we get the nightstand in there?
No, I just left you there.
But I could see, or I couldn't see.
No, I mean you can't see.
Is that really cucking then? That's
Yes,
just sort of
you got
cheating on me.
cucked.
I guess I wouldn't call it that probably. I think my mental state would be more like I'm being tortured and cheated on.
Damn.
But I'd be very amused, I have to tell you. Like I think at that point, like just the Bill Nye thing, I would find so deeply strange. Like I think there's a part of me that would just be sort of very grateful, honestly, for sort of living the kind of life that has put me in this situation, where I had, assuming we're going with this narrative here of 3 weeks, I had 3 weeks of just delightful giggling and watching films and climbing and eating curry, and it led up to this moment where I got to not only meet Bill Nye, but be sort of, I guess, if you want to call it that, cuckolded by Bill Nye. I think that would be just a very strange and interesting narrative. Although, once again, if I can't see it, I don't really consider it. Is it really even being cucked if you're forced?
Yeah, but you like it, so.
Well. Oh. Hey, can the chat hear me? I can't actually read the chat. So the moderator person told me that I shouldn't read the chat, so I turned it off. Hi, chat people. Yeah, I need to drink more water.
I was like, I need Wawa. I need Wawa.
I respect Wawa. Bill Nye would appreciate that. I think Bill Nye is probably one of these people who says you should drink like a lot of water.
True.
I'm not one of those people.
True that. What's your name? Sean?
Correct.
Sean Healy. Oh.
Oh, that's a lot of water. Holy cow.
Oh.
Do you pour that
Shit.
into the other thing?
Yeah.
You're pinching. Crimp.
Okay.
Your crimp muscle is stronger. Go like this.
Wait. It's not working. I don't have any like torque, dude.
Do you have a cloth or a towel or something? That makes it easier for me.
Take these fucking rings off of me. Oh my god.
Damn, I'm kind of envious. I have to say
There we go.
that's a lot of water.
I got it because I'm proactive. I don't want to go to the kitchen anymore. Oh, fuck
I respect that.
Ah, we love this.
Did we? I'm glad. Hopefully people enjoyed. I think I dug myself out of a grave to some extent. I was in the grave, but I climbed out. I'm like a zombie. I'm like
You
I'm like
climbed
the
out
person.
very slowly, though. To be fair,
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care as long as I'm out.
it's been.
But even if I'm in a grave, I mean, like I don't know. I
Anxious.
guess it depends on the grave. Some graves are okay.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah, the theory thing bombed hard, but I guess I should have seen that coming. I'm admittedly one of these people who likes that kind of like, that kind of banter. So I tried to go there, but it didn't fly. That's okay.
I'm sorry. We're just not meant to be.
I did enjoy your roleplay there, but like I said, like I think I'm one of these people who I ask too many questions rather than just sort of like running with it. But in order to kind
This
of like
isn't
really posit an
D&D.
interesting response, I feel like I need clarity. But the Bill Nye thing was nice.
Yeah. Really got you there.
Are we talking like contemporary Bill Nye, by the way, or like Bill Nye in his prime?
In his prime, of course. When I was in
Really?
elementary
Oh my
school,
God.
watching the like TV in the corner of the room on the ceiling.
I know. Did you have a terrible science teacher when you were in like middle school or whatever?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Prime
Really?
Nye.
What was your bad science teacher? What's their deal?
They just put on Bill Nye the whole class.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. I had a guy. My middle school science teacher was named Mr. Goatmaster. Mr. Goatmaster. He had a really weird name, and he would always talk out of. No, unfortunately, I think it was Goatmaster, if I'm not mistaken. And he talked into a microphone that projected out of this tiny little speaker, but the speaker was so quiet. Like, I don't know if he knew that the speaker basically didn't work, but he would still talk into it for some reason.
Bet. Let's get another poll. Do we want to extend Sean? Or do we want to rate and end Sean? What do we want?
If I'm reading the room correctly, my guess is my time is up. I'd be perfectly fine if that other, like, what's his name guy? Who's the guy who likes to roast?
Jamillionaire, but he's busy all the time.
Damn. If one of the roast people was around, I think that would be fun. Otherwise, I know when my act is up. It's like I've had a lovely time. I'd be perfectly happy to keep open. But reading the room, my guess is people want a real alpha Chad. It's probably time for a proper alpha. You guys know about the mantis shrimps?
I love mantis.
You guys got to look up the mantis shrimp. They're. Oh yeah,
Oh, thank you, Mies. Oh wait, that was old. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mies.
They see in. Oh, he got extended. Oh wait.
Really?
Well, pull, guys, pull.
I'd actually be kind of surprised. I have to tell you. Thanks, guys.
This is like podcast state.
If my laptop didn't die, I would have done more fun stuff with the green screen. But I was also getting pretty hot. I have to tell you.
You could have been like charging that this entire time.
Do you want to hear it? Can I tell you a story that I think I'll just say it. So the other night I was in here. I was in the Discord. I was chatting with people, and I was in the same exact situation where the charger was about to die. So I went to the other. Oh, there we go. I went to the other room to get it, and the feet on this thing are like nylon, and so they're really, really slippery. And I swear, like I was trying to take a hard turn, and I slipped. And I mean, I'm actually not joking when I say I think I broke my pinky toe.
Right now?
This was like 2-3 nights ago or something. That literally happened while I was in the Discord of this, waiting for this thing.
Why don't you get it checked?
Believe it or not, I swear that's the truth.
Dude, I completely trust you. What the fuck? Except I'm not sure. Maybe there's some sus shit.
It'd be a pretty boring story to just make up. Like if I was gonna make up a story, I think I'd probably try to do something more compelling. Maybe something that involves Bill Nye.
There was this girl that like broke her nose the night she was on my show.
Really?
Yeah.
Like live on camera?
No, like afterwards.
Why'd she? Do you know why?
No, I think she slipped and fell.
She slipped and fell on her face?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she slipped or tripped?
I don't know. Tripped?
It'd be interesting to slip and break your nose, because I feel like slipping I normally think of as like whoop, like on a banana or something, like Charlie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to slip and break your nose, I feel like you would have to like slip and then like something really catastrophic would have to happen, I would think. But that's too bad. Breaking the nose, that doesn't sound fun. I'm okay with my nose. Do you consider the nose an appendage?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Do you?
I was yearning for the life of the mantis shrimp. And the mantis shrimps, they have many, many appendages. I was thinking like, boy, if I can count the nose as an appendage, then I'm one step closer, but
I wish I could just
I don't think it
see in that many colors, We had that many cones.
Yeah. Well, it's UV light, it's the whole kit and caboodle. And their eyes are also just they're just interesting creatures. I'm just a fan. And then the punching, Although whatever you do, for you people out there who are maybe like researching mantis shrimps, there are these YouTube videos. I ran a YouTube search for mantis shrimp, and I found there's like this teenage guy who makes these videos of his mantis shrimp just beating up on fish and that kind of thing. It's like it's all clickbait titles. It's like mantis shrimp versus crab,
Mm-hmm.
But the production quality is so terrible, and this kid's mantis shrimp is in this dump. It's in this rat hole of a tank. And it's just depressing content.
Aww.
So don't watch
watching
that. And the videos are kind of long.
Wasps versus spiders.
I do like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go down that rabbit hole. Do you ever watch those guys who build like elaborate swimming pools and stuff like that in the dirt?
Mm-mm.
You ever watch those guys?
Uh-uh.
They're worth checking out. I don't know what they're called. If you search like making pool out of dirt, like I'm sure it'll be one of the top results. It's great to go to sleep to. Although frankly, it's funny. It's like they really seem to enjoy slides. It's like I just don't Like, I'm not somebody who really enjoys slides that much. Slides for me are kind of like birthdays. It's like I don't really want to be on one in the first place, but like when it happens, it's just kind of over quickly and kind of underwhelming. It's a very isolating experience being on a slide, in my opinion. Do you ever have you ever had a slide on here? Like, have you ever like dated a slide? Oh, is there another person? Hey, another person.
Oh, hold on.
Who's this
Hello?
person?
Hi, Roger.
Oh, what's up?
Hi. You want to
What's going on,
your
Roger?
camera on?
Hold on. I have so much audio going on right now.
Oh, I love this. I'm split. Oh, let me
Holy
see if I can
shit.
get this- Hold on.
I'm so confused.
How
Where am
creeped
I?
out would you be? Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
there we
yes,
go.
I did it. Haha. Oh, that-
What's up,
That was
Sean?
Where's
great.
your
Oh,
where's your video?
This is how I see myself inside.
Oh,
I see a fracture between my desire to be like deeply male, but also my intellectual assumption that that kind of standard doesn't exist.
I really do be like that, don't it?
It do be for me.
Be like that sometimes.
Hey, I remember you.
Yeah.
Hey,
what's up, Sean?
we were in the yeah, we were talking.
in the VC together.
Yeah. So you know the guys I was referencing. You know the guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I was
actually.
commenting earlier
was
about
it?
the kind of.
The dude that you were talking about was Mr. PMC.
Oh.
No hate though, because he made the Thelonious Monk reference. I'm pretty sure.
I
So,
think that's who it was.
yeah, but I think you're right. I'm pretty sure that was him.
But,
I don't want to.
yeah, shout out to those guys.
I don't want
in
to.
Contessa
Yeah, no,
too.
he was a cool guy ultimately. Like he referenced Thelonious Monk. He was just very combative.
That's fair.
Yes.
But so what are you doing
Excuse
here?
me.
How's your night?
My night's going pretty well. How are you guys doing?
I'm going. It's
I think I'm
going.
doing well. I think I've dug myself out of the grave.
I think you did a pretty good job there, bud.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I don't feel like a zombie though. Technically, I've been reborn, but then again, I guess I was raised Catholic, so I guess this is like my second being reborn.
Roger, do you want
Born-
do you want to do a 1v1 or do you want to have a one-on-one with me?
I'm down for a one-on-one.
A one-on-one. Ah,
What?
Sean. I'm gonna have to go with Roger.
Roger, well, you know what I can tell you? I can tell you off the bat, Roger's a swell guy. I had a really great time talking with Roger in the Discord. I can promise you, he is a grade A, solid character and cool guy.
Thank you, sir.
And shout out to your friend who made the painting that you were talking about.
Oh, my cousin actually made this painting.
Yep, got to support the artists in the world.
Oh yeah, always.
Love it. Well, anyway, it was great talking to you. I had a nice time. It's very fun to sort of like bury myself into a grave, dig out, watch you drink water. You know, it was great. I had a fantastic time. I feel more hydrated just watching you.
Thank you, Sean. I'm sorry I have to do this to you.
You don't have to be sorry. I had a good time. All things must come to an end, right? I may be around. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back. You do like the second date kind of thing, right? Have I earned a second date, or like the privilege to kind of come back and sit in the Discord or whatever, and just like, oh my god, I'm getting spam with friend requests.
Oh shit! What's your Twitch? What's your Twitch?
It's the same as my name, but I don't stream. So
Oh,
Instagram is probably the best. All my stuff is the same name. It's all Sean Healy, either Sean Healy Studio or Sean Healy Studio. It's all the same.
Instagram.com.
But I don't
Healy.
stream.
Hit that follow.
I may be back in the Discord. I've enjoyed talking with your peeps.
Very nice. Is that it? Sean
Yep,
Healy
internet.
Studio?
Again.
I am kind of upset that Sean's laptop died, though. I was excited for more green screen.
It is what it is. Again, I kind of just winged this. I actually was teaching on Zoom literally right before this crap. Oh, look at that. My Instagram is getting notifications.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's private, but yeah, Sean Healy Studio.
This one?
Yeah, next time I can set up a whole bunch of crap. I'll have my charger. I'll introduce you to my pet. Do you like reptiles?
Yes.
I'll introduce you to Guapa, my pet gecko. She's a crested gecko. She is a very dainty woman. She's a little bit like if Dolly Parton had eyelashes that were, like just as big as her, her other features. It's like that's Guapa. Very dainty, very dainty woman. Maybe I'll introduce you. I'll do my. I can do. She doesn't speak, of course, but I can do voices. I can do my Guapa voice. You want to hear my Guapa voice real quick as like a teaser?
Yes.
Or
You ever seen that movie Sling Blade?
No.
no.
Guapa kind of talks like this. She's a very dignified woman. Don't matter none if she got a harsh voice. She just likes to be loved.
This is a certified.
Any Sling Blade
cum
fans in the
zone.
house? French fried taters.
Oh.
French fried taters.
I don't get the reference, but it looks like Chat does.
It's a movie. It's worth watching. Billy Bob Thornton, super banger.
Mm.
But yeah, that's Guapa. So next time, if the chat wants it, I'm a man of the people. If the chat thinks I'm just a screaming douche, then I will banish myself from this cruel earth. But if not, I'm happy to come back with me and Guapa.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Next time on Animal Planet.
Sean. Thank you. Thank you.
I know. Although I feel like Animal Planet is like clickbait embodied. It's like all their shows are like when reptiles fuck, you know, or just like snake death, you know. It's just like, what is this now? What does this become? Or just shows about beards. I feel like it's like I can't grow a beard, so like that's one thing I'm admittedly sort of jealous of. It's like these Animal Planet people who have these like fucking huge beards. It's like, is this Animal Planet or like Beard Planet? You know,
Yes.
it's like just a bunch of beards.
I love that. Okay. Thank you, Sean.
Bye bye.
I love you, dude.
See you later,
Love you,
Sean.
you
I
guys
fucking
later.
love
Have a
Sean.
good night, bro.
Appreciate it. Enjoy
Oh
the
my
rest of your night.
God.
Stay hydrated,
The
okay?
joke was that I was cucking
Always.
you, by the way, and you were just like, "Oh, it's okay."
Like I said, I don't know if that's supposed to be a diss. It just doesn't like. It just so doesn't phase.
No,
I don't know,
no.
it's just like, it just-
It was
Oh man.
it was like a play from an earlier joke. That's what I was saying.
I respect that.
Except
have I been sort of-
instead of Bill Nye, it's Mr. Rogers. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Mr. Rogers. Like,
Rogers,
I think I
oh,
would just
man.
start crying. Like if I saw Mr. Rogers like pegging you or whatever the hell he would do, I think I would just start crying. He's just so sweet.
I think Keanu would be the one pegging him.
Rip.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
All right.
I guess I mean boning. What's the language I want to use?
Boning.
Yeah, right. Mr. Rogers, he wouldn't
fuck.
bone that. Mr. Rogers is such a make love guy. It's like I just imagining like maybe that's where he took out his like inner rage, just like fucking the shit out of his wife and out of like God knows what else. You know, it's like maybe but I kind of doubt it, to be honest with you.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
Bill Nye, he seems like I bet that dude is just like, you can sense he's got this like pent up, just like, you know, he gets up the show and he just wants to just fuck the living hell out of anything with a brain, anything that
Oh
doesn't
my
think global warming is a
God.
hoax, you know? It's just like, you're down with the rising tides, then let's make this bed rock, baby.
I fucking dude, Sean. I love you.
This guy.
I love you, dude.
Love you too. Love you too. Love you
Fucking
guys.
I love
Love
you.
you guys. Good people.
Dude, my
I'll be
energy
around.
is like draining. I'm sorry. Thank you for making my energy higher, Sean. You are a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10.
I appreciate that. Wait, did I get rated by the people in the chat? I'm curious about
I think
that.
they gave you an 11, my guy.
It was
Really?
a lot of 10s and 11s, yeah.
There's a lot of 10s, 11s.
Oh, awesome! Damn, I'm happy to hear that. I dig that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway,
someone give you a 15.
I'll see you pals in the Discord. I'll hop into the Discord. You guys can all come
You're
kiss
so
my
cute.
ass.
You are so cute. Okay. Bye-bye. You're so
See you
fucking
later,
cute.
Sean.
Bye bye.
Boop.
That was great, honestly.
He's really sweet, dude.